Alright Guardians, this is our weekly solo player's guide to the Nightfall. We're doing things a little different the next couple weeks. We're going to test some stuff out. Normally we do these every Wednesday with one character. We just pick a random strike. The next couple weeks we're going to be doing all three strikes, one with each class, Warlock, Hunter, and Titan. This is our Warlock one. We are running Tree of Probabilities with Arc Burn and Heavyweight. These aren't going to be 100,000 point guides, but I will go through how to get you there throughout the guide. So it'll be kind of like a half-assed version of a 1,000 point guide. I just won't be personally running through the 1,000 points myself. If you want 100,000 points, this is a pretty decent one to do. Bump this up to about 80, 75 to 80. I would go Arc Singe, Heavyweight, Momentum. Iron would be pretty decent. Extinguish is probably your best bet though. I definitely would not go Grounded nor Blackout. Famine sucks all around. That's like hard mode. But if you're really going for a challenge, Famine would probably be a decent one. You could even do match game. There's not too many shields in this strike, honestly. And then as far as our setup goes, we're rocking Blast Furnace. Mine's got Feeding Frenzy and Kill Clip. Pretty decent roll. We're also using the Tatara Gaze sniper rifle. You can get this from the one of the forges. I think it's the Gofanon Forge. Really good sniper rifle. Mine has Shield Disorient and Kill Clip, which is actually really decent for PvE. Really decent. And then of course we're rocking Thunderlord, because why wouldn't you? And then Chromatic Fire. I got this thing a couple weeks ago. Haven't been playing on my Warlock much, but this thing is a lot of fun to use. If you're going for something more practical, Geomag Stabilizers, if you have it, it's going to make your super last really long. Unfortunately, I don't have that one. Lunafaction Boots, if you have that, would be pretty decent. Ophidian Aspect is always good. Or, Crown of Tempest and Eye of Another World. These two will regenerate your abilities. This one just does it automatically. This one you actually have to get arc ability kills, but that one would be pretty great as well. I used to run that a lot back in the day. And then we're running Middle Tree with a Pulse Grenade and Healing Rift. So without anything else, let's go ahead and rock this guide. Alright, so as soon as you spawn in, you have two options. If you're going for 100,000 points, you probably want to do the first option, which is go down the middle and kill all the ads. Just be aware that there are going to be some Scorpion turrets there, and they will melt you pretty quick. So just be careful of those. There's one on each side, which depending on which direction you choose. Or if you're just going for completion, you can just follow me through here and just come running up the side. And then just jump up the wall. Once you get to the wall, there's probably going to be two Scorpion turrets again, one on each side of the stairway. Take them out first, and then immediately go for the Centurion. Either throw a grenade, or use your power ammo, or your special weapon, whatever you really want to do. Just melt him quickly, because he is going to be shooting those arc rockets at you. And then if you're going for 100,000 points, just clear out this area. Or if you're just going for a completion, what you can do is just look for the two Legionnaires that should be standing by the Colossus we just killed, and then that will open up the gateway behind us. But like what I said, if you're going for 100,000 points, you can just stay back up here. Or if you get too low, or maybe the ads start coming around the back where we jumped up from, those can also hurt you. So just jump down, get your health back, and we'll move on. Unfortunately, this infinite forest is kind of random, quote unquote. So I won't be able to guide you through it. So we're just going to skip it until where we all come back together. But if you're going for 100,000 points, go ahead and just clear out everything. It will take you a little bit longer, which will be okay. I killed most of everything here, and we still got it under 13 minutes for completion. Obviously, with your handicap, that's going to take a little bit longer. But you should be okay, like I said. 80, 85, and you'll be really good as far as time goes. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and skip ahead. Alright, so once you get here, what you want to do, and you're going to want to do it a little bit better than I do, is just jump up here, jump up here, jump up to the little area that I was just ran right past, that next little like bump up, and then jump to where you saw me jumping at. And if you miss it like I do, you'll probably have to clear out a few ads to get up there safely, which will be fine. If you're going for 100,000 points, you might have to do that anyways. But regardless of that, for right now, either pop your super here, which if you're 100,000 points, you probably want to, and then just clear everything out, and then just come over here and pop your healing rift, and then just take everything else out here. And then once you kill enough enemies, the gateway will open up. There are going to be two Scion snipers. One will be to our left, just to a smidge, and then one is going to be to the right. You'll see him in a second. You're going to want to kill those two guys because they will hurt a lot. But you don't have to kill everything if you're just going for completions. Eventually this will open up pretty quickly. If you're going for 100,000, I would probably just do the exact same thing as the just the completionists, and just go into it as soon as the thing opens. Alright, but this section again is like the previous sections. If you're going for 100,000 points, stay here, don't jump down, just clear all the ads out. If you're going for just maybe you're just doing a speed run or whatever, you can actually run around to the right, and where you jump off to with your sparrow, you can actually make a jump across there with your warlock or your titan, or with a triple jump hunter. So depending on what you're doing, you can do either one of those. If you're doing the 100,000 points, you can just keep on following this video, and then otherwise we will just move on into the next section.
Must have a leader.
You're headed straight for him. He's caught in a window in time, trying to steal the map before we can get it. He'll fail every time, but he doesn't know that.
Sounds horrible.
Alright, once you get here, take these two guys out quickly. They might be Vex depending on which version of the strike you get. So just kind of keep that in mind. Just be careful. To be honest, the Vex version would be a little bit easier because they're not doing arc damage. But if they are, don't worry about it. Just kind of take your time. Remember to come back towards where we just left. You don't have to go all the way, obviously, but if you're getting low on health, it is a good idea to run backwards. Just make sure you kill everything on your way here. If you're going for 100,000 points, you probably don't really have to kill everything. I would just make sure you kill these scions. If you're going for 100,000 points, definitely kill this guy. And be very careful. Maybe pop a healing rift before you start trying to kill him. Just like this. You can actually hide behind this rock. And he will eventually start running away. If that happens, just keep on keeping on. We are going to stay over here and just kill everything. If you're going for just a completion, you can actually just kill the scions in this area and run past everything else into the boss fight area. If you're going for 100,000 points, you obviously want to stick around and kill as much stuff as humanly possible. And then just remember, damage when we get to the boss fight is going to be different. If you're doing 100,000 points, you're going to want to kill all the ads, but you're also going to get more ads spawning in, especially in the second third of the boss fight, which we'll get to when we get there. I'll show you guys how to do that room regardless. But while we're still here, just kind of stay back, take out as much of these as possible from a distance. Just hold on to your super, especially if you're going for 100,000 points. Hold on to your super. And it's not quite as important if you're just going for a completion and you're a little bit higher on the power level side of things. I really wish I had reloaded sooner. But go ahead and kill this guy. Pick up whatever ammo you can, and then completely whiff your sniper shot. Alright, but if you're just going for a completion, you probably ran past everything, which is a-okay. If that's the case, there are going to be some Vex in here, and they are going to be fighting the Cabal, so just keep that in mind, that it's not just going to be Legionnaires down here. But if you're going for 100,000 points, there probably are just Legionnaires down here. Be very careful, as they are doing arc damage. And then just kind of take him out as you can. I would leave one thing alive down here if you're needing any ammo. Maybe you're waiting for just a little bit longer for your super to respawn, or your grenade, because you probably will want a grenade. And if you're doing 100,000 points, shoot the Minotaur. You do get points for it. Once that boss spawns in, go ahead and throw your grenade like you saw me do, and then keep shooting until he goes immune. After that, you're going to get a bunch of ads spawning in. Be very careful. This is a good spot to pop your super. If you're going for 100,000 points, you probably want to use your super on the boss. If you've got geomag stabilizers, you might even be able to save some of your super. Either way, clear all the ads out. Be very careful. Take that Minotaur out first. That way, those lasers will go away. And you can just kind of freely run away from ads. And just kind of run around in a circle. Now here we are going to do the exact same thing. If you're doing just a completion and this happens to you like what you just saw here, don't worry about it. Just kill the Minotaur. You don't really have to worry about anything else. And then keep on going. If you're going for a 100,000 point completion, you probably didn't get the boss far enough down, and you probably don't want to. There are going to be a bunch of ads that are spawned in here. You're just going to run around the room like you see me doing here, and you're just going to be pot shot killing enemies as you can. Hold on to your power ammo and save it for the boss. But you're going to want to kill as much stuff as possible, as quickly as possible. There's going to be 4 scions that spawn in, 2 at a time. Kill those first because they will be sniping you and doing extra damage. And then, of course, be wary of the boss. As long as you're running around in that circle, you should be fine. Alright, but once you get here, go ahead and power ammo and super down the boss. Just let him, probably not let him run too close to you, but just drop down into this trench And then we're just going to kill the boss. Once you do enough damage to the boss, those lasers will turn on, do damage to the Legionnaires. If you need to, come over and run to this trench and just do damage to the boss. Make sure you kill the Legionnaires, and then run to this one, and then we're just gonna do that back and forth, back and forth. Just keep watching what I do to show what happens, and then that's gonna do it for this video. So hopefully you found it helpful, useful, informative, whatever. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and as always, stay positive, be happy, be healthy, live long and prosper, and have an incredible week.
Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.